Hello and welcome back to an episode of Pop Culture Reacts, and we are back with Bloodywood and Danadan.
Is it the Batman theme tune?
No.
Only just crossed my mind. It'd be bloody brilliant if it was, though. That's something we need to do. Covers of Batman 66 theme tune. It's got to be some bangers out there.
Somewhere.
It'd be brilliant if Bloodywood did it as well. I'll be down for that.
Yes. So obviously we've done some Bloodywood stuff so far on the channel. You've been a fan.
Yeah,
so
I'd say
far?
a band I like. I think they don't go into I love category. I've oft struggled with the rapping that comes along with it.
The
It's
new metal
a little bit too new metally, yeah. But everything else I really really like. And give it time. Maybe we'll hit the rapping at the park, or maybe I'll get like one with less rapping. But yeah, certainly a band I didn't know, and certainly a band I really like now, and always happy to have them on the channel.
Yes. So,
Especially when we're doing Batman covers.
Shall we get some Danadan on?
Yes, but I just realised I didn't have the lyrics up. So I'll vamp for a second. If you could tell me your favourite villain from Batman 66, please.
Favorite villain of Batman 66 is Cesar Romero as the Joker, closely followed
It's a good shout.
by Meredith Brooks as Penguin.
Yeah,
Because he was a boy.
he was a boy, wasn't he? Like, yeah, so many to choose from. I do have a little bit of love for Julie Newmar's Catwoman, though. What was a big fan, and Earth Kits, to be fair, as well. But anywho, I've vamped enough. I've got the lyrics. Let's go.
I put a fist to the face of a rapist, and yeah, I take this for the viewing pleasure of the nameless faces he disgraces. And yeah, one day I may change his kind with my mind, but I won't bow to the beast, never make peace and feast on it. If you're gonna let it eat to the white beat, but I gotta beat another beat, I'm gonna get the home in the seat. Dead beat, delete, going off like a time bomb. White heat, took him out like a python, bonafide on the side, then we're gonna ride on up into your mind, and then we're gonna take it to the beat to the above. Take it to the head up, begin to shop. Take it, but I take it up, take it up, with the but I think it's a jack up on the ass, and off. La don't get moved out. Get with it or get God. Got you in my sights, motherfucker, it's a headshot. You up on the spot and you saw the rod. Yeah, no man, yes all man, need all man for what we saw. Man can't be when it's been away. Well then you see for yourself to get involved in talking all in. Do more bullets of war. Can't talk to dead, we leave it raw. Bloody galore, we clean up the core, yeah, we do it for her too. It's anarchy up in the patriarchy and we love it. We done Ashkenazi, so now we're here thugging it. No man and no woman, it's the people that are running. Listen for that engine, cause now we gon' be gunning. I think it's a good idea to the above. Take out your hands up again, it's up. Take a take it up, 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 take it up. La don't get moved out, come on. Not a good day, not a gang, got that. Die, 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 Yeah, if you're straight, time to turn back and run with the pack. It's time to fight, yeah, we got the ammo to stack. Fuck every man for himself, it's every man for every man and everybody else, everybody else. I raise a fist for the nameless faces. He disgraces, raise a fist for the nameless faces. He disgraces, and yeah, one day I may change his kind with my mind. One day I may change his kind with my mind. Raise a fist for the nameless faces. He disgraces, raise a fist for the nameless faces. He disgraces, and yeah, one day I may change his kind with my mind. One day I may change his kind, but until then.
In my forever quest of adding albums on, I do quite fancy doing this album at a certain point. I do. I said earlier, I like them. I don't love them, and I think that's my favourite so far. I really like that one. We'll get into kind of content in a minute, but I just want to kind of get the slight teeny bit that I didn't like. I still struggle with the rapping a bit. I do think in the early bit, the first verse, let's say, the speed it was going at, I quite liked it, and I think in the last one, I quite liked how tonally it softened as kind of like the message it was getting across softened. The middle one again, it just felt like him doing it and felt a bit new metally, and I think it's actually the constituent parts of everything else that I like so much. I love his singing voice. I love how the vocals were delivered on this. That it always just pulls me out a little bit just because it's my least favourite part of it. But yeah, really, really love this song.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first one we've had like lots of the banger drums, sort of pretty much through the majority of it, and it's
Yeah.
definitely the first one where we've had that sort of traditional Indian singing.
Yeah,
With
that
the
was that.
female
I
vocal.
really enjoyed that bit. I really, really enjoyed that bit.
But this is definitely some fighting music. It was like if I saw these live and they started playing this, I'm getting in the pit because
Well,
that's
I'm glad they ran the lyrics up on the video because the lyrics I had didn't translate those bits. So, and you know, it wasn't a million miles away from Batman. You know, like giving people beatdowns for justice.
yes.
So you know, spiritual successor, I guess, to what we were saying about Batman 66 there. But yeah, I think this one really did lean very heavily into traditional Indian music more than anything else has so far, and I've really liked the lilts of it we've been getting, but this one really did jump in, and all the better for it for me. A great mix, absolutely great mix. Those drums, as you say, especially. Sound great, don't they? They go along with metal guitars so beautifully well. More people need to be doing this.
Yeah, it's the thing with because I think this is the most tech metally riffs they've done on the stuff that we've done so far. But having that sort of ultra modern style guitar playing, but with the traditional drums in the background, yes, there's still the sort of the tech metally sort of drums by the main drummer, but obviously you've got the banger drums there,
Yeah,
bringing it all sort of constant all the way through. And yeah, it's. I mean, this is what it said. This is one I think the best one they've done so far. Sort of mixing everything about them into one, and it's sort of all just flowing so well. And obviously, even with the main the main singer that sings in Hindi or Hindu, he throws out those with such anger and vigor, and it's just like
yeah.
obviously, yeah, obviously the translation, the lyrics are at the bottom of the screen, but you could pretty much tell it what it was without having to know the translation, just because of the way that he's putting that across. That it's
Yeah, I
just
think
like,
it's the kind of most I'm going to say passionate stroke angry vocals we've seen him deliver, and
Yeah,
my God, he delivered them well, didn't he? You know, you can get, as you say, even if you weren't looking at the lyrics, you get that there's a rage in there,
yeah,
and obviously for the purpose of this, that there's a righteous rage, but yeah, I really loved his vocal delivery. Yeah, delivering the emotion you want with the tone of the voice is something that is, I'd say, is quite hard to do, but probably quite easy to get wrong. But this was absolutely spot on for that. You said about like the integration of the drums, and it's something I meant to say on our last video recorded on Immortal Technique. There's one point towards the end of that where he's reading back a letter, and the vocals from Jean Grey's mixed in behind it,
mm.
and I love it when you get that, and I think that's what this does with the drums. You get those two drums almost mixed and so beautifully together that you can hear them both individually, so you can pick them out both individually, but they are as one. So you're
Yeah,
almost getting three experiences in one go there, aren't you?
yeah. Because it's obviously where the cymbal crashes are going, but you've got that the main
Yeah.
beat is coming from the banger drum. Yeah, no, I I need to see these live.
I mean, when it
They
sorry.
they were at Bloodstock the year after the end times when I didn't go, and I'm kicking myself because this would have been fun to see live.
I mean, when I just as the song was starting, I pulled the lyrics up and I'd read the first line before it was delivered, and I put a fist through the face of a rapist, and I thought, whoa, where are we going here? But obviously, it is a story, like a story. It's a song anti sexual assault, which
Yeah,
logically you kind of go it is. But yeah, I did kind of like the way that it transitioned throughout, and obviously we've got that passion, anger, beatdown as Dana Dan is from the translation part of it, but even throughout the lyrics, it goes from the sort of base core of the anger you'd feel about someone who had assaulted a woman or someone who beats a wife, kind of, and then you transition throughout the song to like a call for change. So not just don't just be angry at the person who did it. Let's actually sort of do some societal change here. Let's make it so that
it's not
this
accepted.
yeah, it's not acceptable in any way, and people realize how bad it is, and yeah, I don't know. I think for a cause to champion, I think they did it really well.
Mm.
Shame again, said it on the Immortal Technique video about him not getting the attention he deserves. I don't think this song. I don't think I'd have come across this if it wasn't for doing this, and I think it's a great song, and I think it's like kind of worth pushing to the fore because I think a lot of people could do with listening to it and taking some heed from it.
It's the thing. Obviously, metal does, and this isn't a sort of look at me, aren't I, Greg? Because I'm a metal fan thing. Metal fans do have that thing of not being put off because the song comes from Japan, or it's an Indian band, or an Indonesian band, or a Norwegian band, or whatever.
Yeah,
Because with some of the vocal styles of metal, anyway, you're not going to understand it anyway because it's like grunts and pig squeals. So it not being in your native tongue is fine. You will come in for the music, and then you then sit there and you read the lyrics, or
yeah. It's
listen
what
to it
gets you
enough
through the
times so
door,
you
isn't it?
can
Yeah,
get in. Whereas I don't think the masses are that accommodating to it. The people that listen at Radio One and hearing Ed Sheeran and whatever other gash that is in the charts these
it'd probably be a
days.
tough sell. Yeah, you're probably right, but I'd like to
But
think that they're a very vocal group. So like your pop crowd. So your God, I'll probably get destroyed on the internet for this. But let's pick it like the millions of people who will end up going and seeing Taylor Swift over her next tour. They're unified by a singular artist, whereas I feel like there's maybe that's the problem with the rest of us, is that we're actually spread a lot thinner over lots of artists, and I do think this song would resonate with lots and lots of people. I'll go with the Millions, but I just don't necessarily think it would get in the eye line of lots of those people. And you know, that's from your metal fans, your hip hop fans, your indie fans, pick a genre, punk fans. I think this is one of those songs that actually could transcend genre biases and people would really like. But again, it's about finding that mechanism to get them in the eye line. Well, hopefully. Anyone watching this who isn't already a Bloodywood fan, hopefully you'll seek them out and tell your friends.
Yes.
Get this song in there. Only one thing I wanted to say, just one teensy thing I wanted to pick on for the lyrics, because, as I say, I think that the passion comes through very clearly about how unacceptable it is. I just want to pick them up on their threats a little bit. If words do not change them, they can taste my boot. Doesn't sound like the most threatening thing when translated, does it? And I think it's so good that like it comes across the passion and anger, but maybe work on your violent bits. Watch a bit of wrestling, lads, and maybe get a few better kind of violent threats there. Taste my boot, and like it.
I get what they're trying to say with that, but you know, there are better ways of telling someone.
They get better as it goes through.
Face.
They get a lot, like as it goes on, like as the pre-choruses go on, and they do move towards grabbing them by the neck and things like that. But yes, it just stuck. It sounded so kind of old man English. Taste my boot.
So obviously, this one share with your friends if they've not listened to Bloodywood. Get them in the party.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
As always, like, subscribe, ring the bells, comments down there, and until next time, good day.